Hello, I'm workers' compensation attorney William Underwood. I'm going to talk to you today about how much you can get per week if you're disabled and out of work for a work injury in Georgia. Georgia, unfortunately, has one of the lowest maximum weekly compensation rates in the country. Last year, that rate was increased to a maximum of $675 per week. So no matter if you're Bill Gates or somebody playing for the Falcons, the maximum you can get for a work injury in Georgia is $675 per week. So unfortunately, if you're making $5,000 a week before, or $2,000 a week, or whatever the case may be, that workers' comp carrier is going to take 2/3 of your gross average weekly wages and pay you that amount up to $675. Now, the most common way they calculate that, if you've been employed at your employer of injury for 13 weeks before your date of injury, they're going to take those 13 weeks, get an average of that number of your gross wages for those weeks, and then take 2/3 of that, 0.6667, whatever that number is, that's what your temporary total disability check is going to be for, up to $675. So that's the maximum you can get. If you did not work for your employer of injury for substantially the whole of 13 weeks before your date of injury, the next most common way that the insurance company is going to calculate your TTD, temporary total disability rate, will be if they'll use what's called a similarly situated employee. They'll take somebody, or they're supposed to take someone, an employee who had the same job as you, calculate that employee's wages for the 13 weeks, and then use that to calculate your comp rate. So $675 is the max you can get, and the way they calculate it, most likely, usually it's 2/3 of the 13 weeks before you were injured. So I wish there was more compensation for injured workers, but unfortunately, as it stands currently, $675 is the max rate, and hope that sheds some light on you for how much you can get per week in your comp claim in Georgia.